Mr. Lucky, please, let me have the rest of the week. I need this job bad. I'll put out a real effort.
Look, Martin, there's a little item called talent. Good waiters have it. You don't. I'm sorry.
I know. I guess I've been nervous.
Nervous? The trouble is, your nervousness is contagious. I get jumpy just watching you try to serve a table. My regular customers go into a state of shock when they see you coming. No, Martin. It's no dice. I think this place is out of your league.
Look, I'll do a busboy's job for a week. Anything, just till I get another spot. You see, my folks, they're kind of depending on me.
Now, look, Martin, I'm
the kind of guy, I can't hide anything. They'd see it on my face the minute I walk in. Please, Mr. Lucky.
All right, Martin. I'll see if I can find you a place. Maybe a counter job where you won't do so much damage. You're quite an oddity, Martin. You've got 2 left hands and 4 feet to trip over silverware you've dropped.
I only have 2 feet, Mr. Lucky.
I'll have to take your word for it. The evidence is to the contrary.
Look, give me today and tomorrow. 2 days, huh? Please, Mr. Lucky. In the meantime, I can
All right, Martin, all right. Today and tomorrow, and an extra week's pay. I'll probably regret it.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Lucky. I'll never forget you for this, believe me.
Well, you've made your mark here, too, Martin. I doubt if we'll ever forget you. Go on your way now.
Yes, sir.
Don't you, waiter?
3 double brandies.
That was a close one.
What was, waiter?
Lucky just called me in. He wanted to fire me as of now.
Can you blame him?
I have today and tomorrow.
Okay. We'll make it tomorrow night. Operation Fortuna. I like that. Fortuna? Luck.
Yeah. Lucky for us. Unlucky for Mr. Lucky.
Catching, huh?
Trouble?
The launch motor conked out on the way back from shore. Listen, Podge, pull that carburetor thingamajig, will you?
Carburetor thingamajig? Well, it's nice to have a mechanical maritime genius around.
I am a leader of men. One cannot be everything. Now, give it a couple of twists, Podge. Did you fire Martin?
Well...
Oh, here we go again. Lucky's floating school for the training and rehabilitation of waiters. I tell you, compadre, your heart is much too big.
Don't you believe in a second chance?
I also believe in profits.
Well, I fired him, but I let him work out the rest of the week. It's only 2 days. What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure out how much damage he can do in 2 days.
It's not that bad.
Oh, no. Podge, hey, you got that finished? Now, look, now, bang that other thingamajig right underneath it.
Hold it, Podge. There's a party going ashore. Well, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves.
Oh, but we have.
We had a little trouble with the launch.
Accidents happen to everyone, don't they, Alec?
It's all right now. I think you'll be able to get ashore.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Do come back again.
Oh, we're sure to do that. Come on.
Good night.
Well, it takes some time.
Yeah.
Oh, say, compadre, listen, there's something I wanted to tell you. You see,
there's this girl.
Yeah, how did you know?
It's a lucky guess.
All right, it's a girl, but it's not an ordinary girl.
Oh, of course not.
No, she's Clara Iglesias. I've known her ever since she was this high.
Yeah? How high is she now?
About No, listen, I've known her all this time. Yeah, our parents died when she was just a little girl, and she was brought up by her grandparents, Mrs. Jorge Mendez. Wonderful people. Real old style, you know. Well, they're here for the wedding anniversary, and Clara wanted to show them a good time. You know, take them out. Give them something they'd remember. Yeah. Something they never had before. The only trouble is they don't have any money.
I thought you believed in profits.
Oh, not from France.
Oh, of course not. When are they coming?
Tomorrow night. Dinner.
Well, make whatever arrangements you want.
Thank you. I already have.
Andamo, tell me the truth. Who are you really interested in? The girl or the grandmother?
Oh, hey, listen.
According to Martin, the top of the crowd aboard the Fortuna is about 9:30. There's a launch that goes back at 9:20. Now, there's nobody on deck as a rule between launches, so we'll hit it at 9:25. Now, this whole thing has to be done in 20 minutes.
Does Marty know what to do?
I've gone over it with him, yeah.
I hope he makes a neater job of it than he does waiting on tables.
Yeah, that Lucky cat's real soft in the heart to keep him warm.
Oh, he's real cool, Mr. Lucky.
Come on, we got a lot of work to do before tonight.
Basta, si no me emborracho. Para estar alegres.
Good evening.
Hey, compadre.
Everything all right? If it isn't, complain to the management.
Mr. Lucky, everything is just perfect. We'll always remember this evening.
Of course you will. And what's more important, you'll always remember Andamo.
Always.
Mrs. Mendez, that's a beautiful necklace. It's very old, isn't it?
Yes, it is of my grandmother, and it will go to my granddaughter when she marries.
Fortune hunter.
Well, with a funny face like that, there has to be something.
Oh, you.
Senor Lucky, would you please have a glass of wine with us?
I'd be delighted.
Qué guapo.
Qué guapo, ah, qué feo.
¿Y yo acá qué cuento?
No, como si. There you are, compadre.
Gracias. Salud. I've forgotten.
Pesetas y amor.
Muy bien,
Bravo.
Now, come on, give him the rest. Y tiempo.
Il tiempo.
No. Y tiempo.
Y tiempo.
Para gastarlas.
Para gastarlas.
Magnificent.
Bueno.
The launch must have left by now. Where the devil is Martin?
Yeah, probably goofing off as usual.
Take that ring off your finger unless you want to throw it away afterwards. That's sure identification. Give it a good boost and let it coast in the last couple of 100 feet.
Aye, Daddy-o.
you excuse me? I have to tend to my other guests. I'll leave you with Andamo.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you, compadre.
Señor Lucky, ¿usted vuelve otra vez?
You come back, eh?
Oh, yes, of course.
Ah, bueno, hasta luego.
Qué bruto. 8 años.
How's it going, Martin?
Just fine.
Oh, good. Don't try too hard.
No, sir.
Get back in the boat.
Aw.
Take it around stern and wait for us there. Be quiet. Not a peep out of you. Get the cash. Okay. Now move. Everybody stop where you are. Everybody stop where you are.
You! Get out of there.
Hold it, Lucky. Anybody moves irregular and this pretty thing will be just the first to get it. Now everybody stand up and put your hands behind your head. Come on, move.
I'm sorry, folks, but I'm afraid you better do as he says.
You, the waiter over there. Come here.
Me?
Yeah, you, come here. Go with my partner. I want all wallets, billfolds, purses, and jewelry.
Look, mister, I don't want...
You heard him.
Move.
Okay.
Start with him.
Sorry.
It's all right, Martin.
Hey, you. Get that necklace.
No! Please!
You leave him alone.
Next time it'll be for real. Now everybody put your money out on the tables. Take this chick with us as far as the boat, so don't anybody try and follow. Anybody who comes to the rail before we're gone will be like a target in a shooting gallery.
You all right? Hello. Hello. A fine time for that thing to go dead. I will have to wait for the launch to get word ashore. By that time, they could be halfway to nowhere.
Boy, I sure showed them an evening they'll never forget, didn't I?
How's Mr. Mendez?
Oh, he's all right. It's just a bruise, that's all. But Mrs. Mendez's necklace, everything.
Well, we'll get that necklace back.
Yeah, thanks, compadre.
Look, let's go upstairs and make a list of what's been taken.
Yeah, come on.
Nobody saw the boat. Nobody saw where it went. Nobody, neither you or the guests, can describe what the men look like. Great.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. That's the way it went. It was a smooth job.
We told you what the men looked like. They had on long black masks and peak caps, and they were dressed in gray coveralls.
That's fine. Do you want to go downstairs and look at the mug books? Maybe somebody's been running around taking pictures of people in pea caps and masks.
Oh, he's very funny.
What's better, you don't like my sense of humor?
Does anybody?
Got a list of what they took?
Yeah. This is as near as we could get it.
Well, you can forget about the cash. That's the stuff they'll probably fence. Well, they'll melt the gold down.
Oh, Mrs. Mendez's necklace melted down.
I can be sure none of this stuff will turn up in the hock shops. What's the matter with you guys? Don't you keep a guard on deck?
Not between launches, and we didn't figure on Long John Silver and his friends.
Yeah, that brings up a point. You're a little farther out, it'd bring up a charge of piracy.
Well, if you think it'll help, maybe we can move that boat out for you.
Oh, now who's making with the bum jokes?
Now, look, Lieutenant, we'd appreciate any help you can give us. It's not exactly good for us to be pushed around like that.
Yeah. All right, I'll send some men out. We'll see what we can pick up.
Andamo. Smile for the lieutenant. He's our friend. That's better. See you around. Look, Andamo, all Rovacs has to go on is what we gave him. I mean, we haven't exactly been a mine of information.
Unfortunately.
Well, we could sit down and make up some details, make it more colorful, more exciting.
Oh, Lucky, it's colorful and exciting enough as it is. I don't think he believed half of what we told him. All that stuff about P-caps and black masks and coveralls.
The trouble with you, Andamo, is you fight the police instead of cooperating with them.
I don't fight with the police, just Rovacs. Well, how can you cooperate with a guy who thinks he's a comic, asking us to look through the mug books to see if anyone was photographed with a mask?
You didn't think that was funny, huh?
As a matter of fact, it was.
You know, Andamo, there must have been more than 2 men. There must have been a third one in the speedboat at the stern. I wonder what he looked like.
Listen, compadre, in a black mask, everybody has a strong family resemblance.
You're so right. Find out what's wrong with it?
Haven't been into it yet.
Will be my guest. The way that speedboat sounded, we could be halfway to South America by now.
Yeah. Boy, we sure got suckered into that deal, didn't we?
We sure did.
Mr. Lucky,
Yeah.
when something goes wrong with the set, don't try to fix it yourself, huh? I mean, if you need a new tube, call me.
I haven't been near the set.
Well, somebody has. There was a power tube pulled loose.
Oh, is that all?
That's all.
Have you been at the set?
Ooh, I never touched that stuff.
I don't suppose it's possible for a tube to work itself loose.
Oh, come now, Mr. Lucky. That's what I get from all the families with children. The tube don't lay itself neatly down by the socket.
You're so right.
Well, it's all right now. Next time, please.
I'll call you first.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Were you going over the people on the Fortuna?
Uh-huh.
Listen, the 2 thugs could have done that themselves.
There wasn't enough time between the time our launch pulled out and they showed up. Besides, they were well organized on Andamo. They knew our shipside routine. No, the radio isn't something they would have left for the last minute.
Yeah, maybe not. I'd sure like to get my hands on whoever it was that did it. Poor Clara, those poor old people.
Yes, Mr. Lucky?
How you feeling, honey?
I'm fine, thank you.
Has Martin showed up yet?
Just a minute, I'll see.
Martin, what do you want with him?
Well, he's the most recent employee, the worst waiter in the history of the craft, a man who had to finish out the rest of the week. A few things like that.
Well, you saw the way they pushed him around.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Mr. Lucky, Martin didn't come in today.
He didn't come in today.
Bingo.
He called in, though, spoke to the maitre d', said he was too upset by what happened last night.
Now, listen, Doris. I hired him on your recommendation. What do you know about him?
Nothing, really. I went out with him a few times. He seemed like a real nice guy.
You know where he lives?
Well, that's a funny thing, Mr. Lucky. I never really could understand him wanting to work as a waiter. You see, he lives in that great big house on Elm Street near the edge of town. Oh, it's number 634. Why, Mr. Lucky? Has he done something wrong?
Well, don't worry about it, Doris. If he did, it wasn't your fault. Thanks a lot. Now, shall we pay Mr. Martin a visit?
Why not?
Good. You know, you really have to work hard at being a bad waiter to afford a house like this.
Yeah.
Yes?
How do you do? Is Martin at home?
No, Mr. Martin isn't here.
Oh, that's too bad. Do you know where he is?
You friends of his from the garage?
The garage?
Yes, the one where they keep the sports cars.
Oh, that one. Well, you might say that we're associated with Mr. Martin.
Well, you look a little old to be gallivanting around the way he does.
Well, we worry a lot.
Well, you must just have missed him because he left for the garage about 2 hours ago.
The garage? Which one is that?
The Oak Street garage, the one where they keep the sports cars. Don't you know where it is?
The Oak Street garage. Oh, yes, of course.
Say, who are you anyhow? Are you really friends of Mr. Martin?
Oh, yes, we know him quite well. We're getting to know him better and better. Don't bother to tell him that we were here. We'll find you. Thank you very much.
And then Mr. Lucky pats me on the back and says how sorry he is that I got clobbered.
Beautiful. This is a beautiful piece of acting. Beautiful.
Hey, when are we going to divide up the looty?
Same guy's going to fence it as last time. He's supposed to be here by now. We got rent to pay on this place. Well, what's the matter with him? I don't like to be kept waiting.
Maybe he got lost. People do get lost, you know. Real lost.
Martin, take a look around outside, see if he's wandering around.
Why me?
Because I said so. Besides, you're still on salary. Lucky's paying for your time. Come on, let's make a list of this stuff so this fence won't shortchange us.
One.
Andamo and Lucky, they're coming.
Get rid of this stuff, quick. In the drawers. Look behind the desk. Up behind this big box.
There you are, Mrs. Mendez.
Senor Lucky, you got everything back?
Oh, just about. There was a little cash missing, but that's all.
We're most grateful to you, Mr. Lucky.
Oh, but I didn't do anything at all. Andamo here is the real hero of the piece.
Oh, not at all. I just... Oh, yes, I am. But for one so beautiful, no sacrifice would have been too great.
Oh. Ole.
Ole.